Oh mate, I have literally been desperate to share this collaboration project we've been working on for the last couple of years, and finally the time has come. So we are absolutely finally here. This is the ARC Vector. This is Mark Truman, CEO of the company of ARC. I'm Aaron, and we're going to have a chat about the bike. So Mark,
fantastic,
phenomenal machine, right?
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, obviously.
Thank you very much. No, it's been quite a launch.
Yes.
We couldn't have asked for any more. It's gone absolutely fantastically.
Fantastic. So obviously we're at the end of the first day of EICMA.
Yep.
And feedback so far has been bonkers, right? We've been on Daily Mail on Sunday. We've been on the Sun newspaper.
Yeah, the Independent, Fox News in the States, the Metro. It's just gone crazy. I mean, I say it's more than we could have hoped for, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, to get to this point, you know, when we first met a few years ago, well, it was 2 years ago, right?
Yes.
Part of Jaguar, and it was a super exciting project, you know, in its infancy, and now it's turned out into something that I just can't believe I'm looking at, really, which is just a phenomenal looking machine.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time in the making.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think we calculated it was about 50,000 man hours has gone into this. Yeah, you know, since we met. So it's been a massive job to get it where it is.
Yeah.
The project's just come forward in, you know, absolute leaps and bounds. And we're incredibly proud to have been able to develop it along with our partners, such as you and the other guys that have been involved.
There's been quite a bit of talk today, and you know, when I read about the press release and stuff about the team that has gone behind making this bike, you know, and there's sort of talks about Avengers Assemble and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I've spent the day kind of chewing the fat with a lot of the engineers who have been involved in this, and some actually really serious guys behind the project, and everyone to a man has been sort of super proud of what they've been able to achieve with this bike.
Absolutely, we wanted, you know, the right kind of people, and you know, the people have really been handpicked.
Yeah.
For people that we know, they really know what they do, but they're also people that were willing to tear up the rule book and throw it away and go, okay, well, knowing what we know, but let's have a look at this now from a blank piece of paper. Mm-hmm. And you know, we've had guys from Formula One, you know, MotoGP, you know, top-end automotive, luxury cars, as well as the traditional sort of motorcycle brands, all collaborating on this.
Sure.
But if there's one thing that combines them, it's that mindset. You know, that mindset to be able to say, do you know what, you know, let's start with a blank piece of paper and see what we can do.
Fantastic. So, you know, tell us a little bit about the bike, if you wouldn't mind, Mark.
No, absolutely. So, I mean, the main thing about this bike here really is the monocoque construction.
Okay.
So the bike has no chassis.
Okay.
The battery is the chassis. It's also the aesthetic A surface, you know, that you can see.
Fantastic. So give us a couple of the main specs of the bike, if you wouldn't mind, Mark.
So 220 kilos.
Okay.
16.8 kilowatt hours, which gives you a range of a realistic range of 200 miles.
Yeah. And in terms of power?
So 103 kilowatts.
Yeah.
You know, over 140 brake horsepower for those that deal in horses.
Yeah. So as much power as my Gixxer 750, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But with a huge amount of torque.
Well, see, this is the thing that I can't quite get my head around, because I was talking to one of the engineers and we're saying nearly 400 Newton meters of torque.
Nearly 400 Newton meters of torque.
Which is just mind-blowing.
That's what it's capable of.
Yeah, right, okay.
Obviously, no rider will ever see that because they won't be on it for long.
Yeah.
But, you know, that is essentially the capability of the machine, but it will be traction control limited. But you won't be able to take off from the lights much quicker, that's for sure.
No, absolutely. And I suppose, you know, that's totally different to a combustion engine, right? You got no petrol-powered motorbike that's going to deliver power in that type of way.
No, well, that's it. I mean, you know, when you think about a petrol engine bike, you have a power and a torque curve. So although they have, you know, very good power and very good torque, you know, it's only at
linear,
the peak.
right?
It's only at the peak of that curve.
Yes.
You know, but literally from 1 RPM, it's pretty much, you know, a flat I was going to say torque curve, but it's not a curve.
Yeah,
it's a torque line.
Yeah. Well, so that sort of leads us on to the next real innovation with this bike, I suppose, because the power delivery is going to be so different, to a regular bike, and we've managed to innovate with the HMI, the human machine interface, and there's something totally different about the Arc Vector and how it sort of interacts with the user, right?
When we first rode electric bikes, we found that there is a lack of feedback that we're used to.
Sure.
There's no gear changes, there's no surges in deceleration, no noise, no vibrations. We wanted to try and find a new language, for riders of electric bikes to get some of that feeling back. And the idea initially was a performance benefit, something that would make it quicker.
Yeah.
But we've obviously found that there are a huge amount of other things that we can do with that system. So there's urban mode where we're able to, give, ARAS, advanced rider assist systems, notifications, so blind spot monitoring, forward collision. The jacket will give you a shake literally if a car pulls out in front of you, so that just to make you aware that something's happening in front of you. You might get a tap on the back, which rises up your back the closer the car gets in a blind spot monitoring situation.
Wow, super clever stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously at Nox we've been collaborating with Arc on the Armour system and really housing that HMI unit and the way that the haptics work, right?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, collaborating with Nox was a was a natural choice for us. With that reputation in safety, but also style. A fantastic British brand, that's known globally. It would have been, silly of us to try and, do the same, to do that ourselves. Yeah. So working with Nox to develop this system and add the intelligence to it really seemed like the right thing to do. And I think between us, we've come up with a really fantastic offering.
Totally agree, and certainly every product that we're going to be making as part of the bike is going to have the armour jacket. It's going to have the outer jacket included in it. All custom made, hand built in the Lake District factory, using the absolute finest raw materials that just exist. So this is a really premium product.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with the price tag of this bike. Yeah. And with the level of customization that you have on the bike, we needed something that mirrored that, for the apparel and for the rider wear. And so having something which Nox can tailor fit to the customer obviously gives it that certain je ne sais quoi. And that, along with the helmet is the key to the bike.
Okay.
So there is no key, the helmet's the key. You get within 1 meter of the bike with the helmet and then the bike will start.
It sounds absolutely incredible, and can't wait to potentially have a go on it.
Yeah, don't worry, you'll be having a go, I promise.
Look, I'm going to put all the technical specs that are available in the description so you can find out more about the bike. Also, I'll put in the web link as well. And hope you enjoyed this one, and look out for more on the Arc Vector bike. So I've been Aaron, this has been Mark.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.